You can sit there and all you're dodging is defenses and offensive setups, and that's a lot of fun. I mean, you know, if I got to think whether you're a good captain or not, well, you got 18 guys shooting at me. That's hard to do.
All right. Next 3 years, the tournament, $60-some-odd million more, Bob. Should any of this money funnel into the student athlete?
See, I don't have any problem with giving kids a stipend, $100 a month, that are on scholarship in revenue-producing sports, which almost exclusively would be football and basketball. I have no problem with that, because I think if ever kids are being used, they're being used. They're being used to support an entire athletic program. All the non-revenue producing sports rely on football and basketball revenue for existence.
What do you see in the 90s for basketball? There's been so many changes the last decade.
Well, I think the three-point shot is an absolute abomination. You know, I think it's ridiculous. Denny Crum made a great comment. If the three-point shot is valid in basketball, then give 2 runs for a home run, and every pass over 30 yards you get 10 points for in football.
Bob, I've called you Alexander the Great because of all the accomplishments you had. If you left basketball tomorrow, what would you do?
Well, if I left it tomorrow, I'd start working on where I was going to go fishing in June. And I'd think about what I wanted to do this summer and how I wanted to use my time. I've got my youngest boy I'd like to work with as a basketball player, work with him. The oldest one I have a lot of fun with because he's kind of business-oriented, and I'd spend some time fiddling around with him as I have been since he got out of school. And I'd play a lot of golf and really wouldn't...
All right, but the honeymoon ends. I mean, the fishing gets old, the golf gets old.
No, it really wouldn't.
I mean, after a while, fishing's enjoyable because you can't do it all the time.
Okay, let me tell you what you'd have a problem with. You know,
the show's on you. Now, don't get the show on me.
No, but I'm not going to. But you talk every day. You love to talk. And you have never gotten tired of talking. I've known you for 25 years, and you talk, and you talk, and you talk. And you make a lot of sense, and a lot of what you say doesn't make any sense unless you really pay attention to what the hell you're saying. And you haven't ever gotten tired of talking. Now, I'm not ever going to get tired of fishing. Don't ever think that I got to be as competitive the day I walk out of this as I have been while I've been in it. That's a fallacy that a lot of people have. And I know me better than anybody does, and I know exactly what I can do when I get away from here. And it isn't going to have to be centered around something that's highly competitive like this has been.
Well, Bob Knight would argue with this, but when you talk to his friends, he is highly competitive on the golf course. And